Okay, today we are continuing and concluding, at least for now, our discussion about selling from a live event or selling from a teleclass. Now I'd like to talk about the logistics, especially the logistics in a live event. First and foremost, I want to make sure that you have somebody who is taking care of the orders for you, that you are independent and well separated from the entire transaction of money that's going on at your live event. So make sure, come hell or high water, that you have an assistant in the room with you. If you are giving experiences the way I teach giving experiences, you will have an assistant in the room with you anyway. You absolutely have to have one. There's no way around it. And so have that same person have a back table where all of the orders are being taken. So first of all and foremost, make sure that you have an assistant, that you are divested from all discussions about money when you're at a live event. It has no place. You have no place in the whole conversation, okay? Next, make sure you have a professional order form. All right, that order form needs to have the name of the new program on it, the dates for when it is, the location if that applies, and it must have some juicy description of it. You must still have a juicy description of it, as well as all the things that they're going to be getting on that. And then, of course, the price. Today's price for seminars, for seminar attendees only. You want to have that, and then you want to make sure that you have their address, their email address, all of that information with their credit card information and a check if they're giving you a check. All of that has to be on an order form. Make sure it is a professional order form, okay? And that leads me to the final thing I want to talk about, which is limitation. You have got to, when you are giving an offer, whether it is in a teleclass now or when it is in a live event, you give them a limitation. And there are two types of limitations. The best is to have both of these together, all right, but you can't always. One is a limitation on time. You always, what's the word? Always put a time limitation on your offers, where it's good for tonight only, or it is good until tomorrow, 24 hours from now. You come to me, and take one of my programs about this, because limitations can be done in many different ways, and you have to do that right too. But make sure there's a time limitation. Often I just do the lunch hour. If I'm doing a one-day event, I say this offer is good for the lunch hour only, and you come back and you can hand in your order form with your newsletter request or the filled out full order form. So you want to have an absolute limitation. That's one type of limitation. Always use it. The second limitation is number of people. You might say there are, and genuinely, obviously we all know, we've heard this, we have got to have it be accurate and authentic. That we can only take 5 people in the course if it's like a mastermind group or something. Or we can only have 10 people. So you can do that. Or if it's about numbers, you can do the first 5 people. The first 5 people who get this get blank. So there are lots of different ways to do that, but just make sure that you put a limitation, because that puts a little bit of a squeeze of urgency around it. And I want to end by saying, if you have a problem with limitation, get over it. If you have a limitation on time, for instance, this is what I have found. I have put 24-hour time limitations on people and said, you've got 24 hours. Nobody buys. Nobody buys if they are given 24 hours. It is just simply human nature to buy under a squeeze. So make the squeeze happen for people. Give them 1 hour, give them 3 hours, give them till midnight that night if they need to look into airfare and that kind of thing. Absolutely keep to it. And this is where I stand. I stand very strongly in limitation. I believe very much in calling people to take action. Calling people to take action on something they absolutely believe in. Now here's the fact. Everybody, no matter what product you buy in all of the world, you get 3 business days to cancel that order. So anybody who is buying from you has 3 days to consider it and cancel it. They know that, you know that. So there is no fear that you should have in creating limitation. And you say, damn it, you have 1 hour on this. And the reason I'm putting 1 hour on this is because I want people who step up. I'm only interested in people who take action, only in people who are absolutely dedicated to what they're doing. I have no problem with limitation at all. And you shouldn't either. It is absolutely key to getting people to do what they would not normally do. We all sink down into the status quo, into our comfort zones. And if we really want what they're offering, we should be standing up and doing it, and knowing that we will make whatever needs to happen to get it, all right? So don't you be worrying about them. You put a limitation on every single offer you make. All right, until next time, my name is Lizabeth Phelps, the Brain Sticky Communications Expert.